Hey, what's going on? I'm just I'm just sitting around thinking about things and figured I would do a live podcast on how to keep your girlfriend. What you have to do is you have to present the best of yourself to her. Be really nice to her. That's how you keep your girlfriend. Oh shit! I'm just kidding. This is just a joke. Don't keep your girlfriend. It's been nothing but tragedy in my neighborhood lately. I was just talking on the last show about how uh it was in the paper in Sheffield, a guy killed his family and himself, and another guy I know from, going to like cookouts and shit in the summer, I know through other people. Smart dude, graduated uh summa cum laude or whatever. Snapped they because his girlfriend and his kid were taken away. Well, the girlfriend left him, and took the kid, of course. It's that Big Daddy government. Basically, they taken away by Big Daddy government, and then so now another I'm just going to briefly mention this because I can't even hardly talk about this one. Can hardly even talk about this one. This dude I know, and I know him. It's not like, oh, I know him and I don't know him. No, I know this dude. Once again through the same people. Going to cookouts and stuff in the summertime, hanging out at the lake. Because there's only so many few people around here who can stand to listen to me talk about real shit, not just sports and stuff. And a lot of them are, you know, not. They're kind of the what are considered the dregs of society and riffraff, but and some of them are, and some of them aren't. Some of them are just outcasts like me, exiled. But you know, there's safety in numbers. You know what I'm saying? And these people that are trustworthy to a certain extent. You can keep them around as your permanent friends. But okay, I'll just get right to it. So now another guy that was going through, had two twins, and then was with this girl for so long, uh and then and then of course they would fight constantly because she was basically a stupid cunt, and um so it was in the paper. I heard, and he lives right there. I heard the sirens and everything, and I was like, whatever. I thought it was just, I hear them all the time. It's like people having heart attacks, drug overdoses, or there's a nursing home up there. But yeah, his trailer burned down. I don't think he was there. Oh, this is a nightmare. This is god awful. But I think it was the kids. His two sons were in his, in his ex's care, and he was staying at his mother's or something. I don't know the full story yet. I'm gonna find out, I'm sure, because it's my friend's guitarist, and the trailer burned down with his two sons in it, and they died. 6 years old twins. And I mean, people, the witnesses were saying they were, another dude died rushing in to try to save them. Ran in the trailer, try to save them because they were screaming, trapped in there in the fire, and all three of them died, the two kids and this dude that tried to save them. I mean, just I don't even know the full story, but I think there's some senseless bullshit involved, and I am telling you, like, it is just tragedy after tragedy in this neighborhood. Sorry, I'm like hitting the table. It's craziness going on, man. Craziness going on. So there's all that, and I just thought, I would talk about some of that on here, and I also have a let me see, I've been working on some t-shirt designs. Here, let me see if I'll bring them up real quick. Been heavy working. If I'm working at work, and then I'm coming home and I'm working at home. Let me see. I gotta get to my Amazon account. So I think I just it's a good way to make a little extra income is by selling t-shirts. I already sold one today, actually. It's been helping out. It's like $5 here and there. I'm getting tired. It's late. I've been working all day. Sorry. Here, I probably look exhausted, but I sit under fluorescent lights. Someone was like, "Oh, get outside and get some light." It's like, no, can't. I'm doing the 8 to 5 grind. I live under fluorescent lights, staring at a fucking computer screen. I had to figure out how to start this video because they changed things up a little bit on YouTube, and at first I was like, "Oh fuck, man, I think I'm locked out." All right, no, all right, cool. I'm in. I'm in. So, um, I showed you the MGTOW one. Here's another one. This one's kind of cool. So let me I'm gonna go to the chat here and hang out too. Trust me, I'm just showing you this for now because it's interesting to me. I mean, why did I hit cancel? Share. This is not on how to keep your girlfriend, by the way. That was just a joke. So there's that. Dogs hold them at bay while I blow them away. Me and my friend Sky came up with that one, and I just I didn't like draw that or anything. That's just I might do some realistic renders of things with in ink here pretty soon, but that's just a photograph of a dog that I doctored up a little bit in an editing program, and it gets better. I put up some real cool designs. Let me shut some of these down. Shut Netflix off. I'm sitting here watching Netflix. This one got approved today. This is live, and I really like this one. This one I worked pretty hard. This drawing took me a couple days, man, to get it right. Mainly the flag. 1776, baby. Look at that. So I got it's a Minuteman. And yes, I did draw that. That's an original. you know, there's other people say they're the biggest loser on YouTube, and it's like, no, I'm the biggest loser on YouTube. Who is it? MGTOW is the only way to live. He's like, I'm the biggest loser on YouTube, and I'm like, no, I'm the biggest loser on YouTube. I'm also an artist. It's pretty funny. But anyway, yeah, 1776. So it's a Declaration of Independence type, like 4th of July type. Wear it at the cookout. I'll just show the MGTOW one again in case anybody didn't see it. I saved a ton of money by switching to MGTOW. This is on sale right now. I saved a ton of money by switching to MGTOW. That's great. And so here's a cool one. Here's my Pro Hemp one. Plus it's the brand name of my t-shirt company, Americana. Red, white, and blue, star spangled. It's graffiti. I did that graffiti myself by hand, and then I scanned it and kind of, I doctored it up in a photo P I use basically, and then it says grown at home, and then there's a red, white, and blue hemp leaf that I scanned and, you know, recolored myself. Basically, it's pretty tight looking, so it's kind of it's like showing that Americana is pro hemp, and it's also my business, and it is grown at home. So I'm designing these t-shirts on a crappy laptop with free editing software and a junk scanner that I got from my mother that she was going to throw in the garbage, and I'm just trying to, you know, scrounge up a little extra cash. And then this is my sister did this. This just got approved like an hour ago. I had to go get it scanned. It was so big. That's not even the whole painting, but my sister did a painting, and it just says summertime, and it's dragonflies, and it's on black. It's on purple for women, for females, because I was going to buy her one, and that was the best color because it's got purple. If you can see, there's some purple down in there in the bottom, like violets or something in the grass. And so, you know, and then it's asphalt and navy blue and black. All the other ones just come in black, but this one comes in 4 colors, I think. I don't think I did. So I thought you guys might think those were cool. And they're all $20 except the hemp one is $25 because that one's sick looking. I'm gonna buy them. I'm just gonna buy them all the time. I got anytime I need a new t-shirt, I'm just gonna buy one from myself from now on. And I have like 5 t-shirts now that I can wear regularly, and it'll pay me back. So it costs me $15. And if you come up with a design, and I swear to God, you know, I'll start a t-shirt company, and if you come up with a good design, I'll pay you half in royalties. You know, I get 5 or 6. I get $5 to $10 anywhere from, you know, if you can sell a t-shirt for $30, you know, you get half of that would be like $7 or $8, I think. My point being is, unless I have to design it, then I'm taking like you know, I'm taking a 75%, and I'll throw you 25%, and I'll show you the bank statements, and I'll send you a check. And you know, if you're a good artist and you want to start designing t-shirts with me, unless you can get an account. I mean, I would just do it yourself if you're that good of an artist, really. I'm just saying, anybody who's not a good artist but you have good ideas, you know, I want to make money too. So you come up with a cool saying, and I'll try to do it for you. You know what I mean? Or if, like I said, if you don't feel like getting approved by Amazon, because I heard they can be picky. I don't know. They approved me right away. I saw people complaining that like it's been months and they haven't heard back from them, and they were complaining and whatever. And I was like, oh, whatever. I got right in. Like I woke up the next morning and I was approved and I sent in a pattern, and it wasn't really a good one, but I left it up there for a while. I couldn't get around to doing t-shirts here and there. I finally generated enough stuff over time, just little pieces, that I was able to do what I did here and just piece it all together and make some t-shirts with it all. And I got some more stuff coming, but anyway, yeah, there's that. I'm gonna go in the chat now and see what's going on with people, see what's going. More stuff coming, but oh man, headphones. I'm gonna go in the chat now and see. Hey Trav, Big Daddy, Goyen. It's stew time. PUA life coach. Yeah, what you have to do to get a girl is you have to work out really hard and get very muscular, and you have to be nice, but don't be too nice. But you have to be respectful, and you have to listen to her. Men don't know how to listen, so it's like the stuff these PUAs say. It's like, oh my God, it's so elementary. It's like, what are you talking? Oh, I'm doing the infinite screen thing. Stop. Yeah. I don't even know. I don't know what's wrong with these PUAs. They're like, I think they're like they have Down syndrome. They just don't look like they have Down syndrome or something. I don't know. They somehow, it's just incredible the stuff that I've been hearing for years. Like the dating coaches just say the same thing. They're so repetitive, man. I keep talking about this. Like people think that like I've heard some fairly I have heard some really like cutting edge advice on how to, nail chicks, you know what I mean? Like stuff that does work if you want to, pick up chicks or whatever. But I'm just saying, like, as far as relationships though, and like, I guess it's more not just the PUA, but it's the dating coaches. The dating coaches, like, literally, they just keep, it's almost like a sales pitch, and they just keep repeating the same, it's like thing over and over. It's almost like getting a call from a fucking telemarketer, these guys, just like, oh, you got to be confident and cold approach and all this stuff. It's like, I got time for all that just to get laid by some skank, you know what I mean? It's like, oh god, this country's fucking. There's been a lot of decent videos. There have been a lot of decent videos. What is it? We Smell Corruption is back. Kingy MGTOW has just blown up. I forget what he was before, but he's Kingy MGTOW now. He might have been Blackie MGTOW before. He's Kingy MGTOW now. He's blown up. I mean, there's new. There's a lot of new, like, MGTOW's been surprisingly, the past few days has been surprisingly. I've seen a lot of new content and some interesting stuff, but this is not on how to keep your girlfriend or how to meet a girl, in case you just tuned in. It's just so hilarious to see these. I don't know, man. These people. Hang on, it's my neighbor. I'm trying to relax, but there we go. I've been watching. Every now and then I pop in on Immortal Law. I was worried about We Smell Corruption. You know what I mean? I was worried about that kid. I'm glad he took a break for a while. I'm glad he came back and he seems to be doing better. MGTOW does help people, man. It really does. Sometimes you do need a break from MGTOW too, though. Not from MGTOW itself, from like the manosphere, MGTOW and YouTube, and when you're a content creator, especially, you're like, oh man, you've made so many videos, you're like, what am I going to talk about? And and like today, I can't get this tragedy out of my mind that happened. I don't want to keep going over it, man. But in the beginning, I just the things that are in the paper right now are just absolutely just astounding. Just it's just tragedy after tragedy after tragedy. As a MGTOW, I'm like steady through it all. You know what I mean? It's like my ship is just sturdy, just cutting right through the stormy waters like a little Viking vessel, and there's just like stormy seas all around me and fucking shit on fire and burning down, and sharks, giant man-eating sharks and squids in the water, and I'm my little MGTOW boat is just trucking along, man. I mean, I'm sitting here designing t-shirts, and I do have a little bit of baby mama drama, but it's, it doesn't really affect me. I've come in the courtroom beyond reproach, and once you're beyond reproach, nobody can really say anything to you. You know what I mean? I've clearly, my record is squeaky clean. It's like, you know what I mean? Just squeaky clean, man. I've made all the right choices. And I got another court date coming up in April, and I'm just waiting to hear the news on I should be getting a visit before then. If I don't get a visit, I don't know. I'm probably going to go into the court and have to file for contempt. Is what I'm going to do, and I'm going to start demanding that every time these visits are missed, that the mom pay me money or something in damages and lost time. I'm missing work, and it's a shit show, but it's not that bad. It's not like I'm clear, I'm clean and clear. I'm just trying to see my kids. Say hi to everyone. Here's my man. Oh, let me see if you can see this. I don't know if it'll probably fall on my head, but I can do this as long as I'm careful. There we go. Can't see it, can you? Yeah, let me first see if you can see this thing yet. Still too bright. It says man cave. There we go. Man cave. So if I can angle it at such a way that you can see, I'm gonna hold it there. There we go. See if I can make this thing fall on my head. Still can't see it though, huh? So it gotta be. It's like it's so bright on the camera. I don't know. Whatever. I'll figure it out one of these days. Maybe I gotta, you know what I gotta do? Oh, that makes it more bright, huh? Whatever. So anyway, I'm back. I lost connection there for a second, but I'm back. Yeah, I've been worrying about some of these MGTOW guys. You know, they. Here, let me reload this page. All right, so there we go. We're on now. It's my man cave sign. You can't read it. It's too bright. Oh, let me see. I cannot. Trying to set up some stuff here. Anyway. So yeah. There we go. That's nice and annoying. I'm checking. I'm just looking at this thing. It's definitely. I wish it worked. Here, maybe if I angle it up. More. It's just no way it's gonna show, huh? Can't see it like that either. No, whatever. Well, I don't want it to fall down, so if you can't see it, fuck it. One of these days I'll try to. I gotta get the camera anyway. I don't know. I might be able to adjust the camera on here, but I'm not gonna bother. I really don't care that much. I would. There you go. There's. There's my bow. That's even better. Who's all in here? Hey, what's up, Steve Hoka? I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I'm doing good despite all the tragedy around me, and that's the good thing about MGTOW. MGTOW. I always thought it was like a play on words like Tao, like the Tao, and MGTOW, you know what I mean? But some people say MGTOW. It's been it's been trying to be cold out lately, but I noticed, but it's not. But old man winter is running out of steam, and spring is just about here. Up here in in Traversable too, where he's at, up here we're a little bit in the north. We're closer to Canada up here, than people say down in Florida or Texas. So generally, we're gonna, it's not gonna really be spring for us until about May. but it's right around the corner. I'm ready for fishing. I get outside even in the cold weather, believe me, but I need some water or something. But I kind of got a little bit of cabin fever. I'm ready to skedaddle and outdoors and with some fishing gear and a tent and go catch a giant like catfish or something. Hold on. Um, I found this great. I'm just drinking water right now. I found this great sleep aid. We have an Alltown in town now, and as well as an Aldi. And I don't know if you've been to Alltown or if you have an Alltown, but if you do, you should go there because this sleep supplement I got is really good. They have I was originally buying I don't know who this is. I'm not really advertising. I mean, I guess I am. I'm just telling you I like them, or if you can find something like this online, it's chocolate. It's melatonin, but it's mixed with chocolate, and it knocks me the f out, man. I'm telling you right now. I don't want to hold one in it. They're like M&Ms, right? It's like an M&M basically with melatonin in it. But I'm just letting you know. I was initially buying the caffeine, the wake up aid, which was the same company, and they were like M&Ms with coffee beans. Instead of a peanut M&M, like there's a coffee bean in the middle of it, a roasted coffee bean. So I was getting those, and then I noticed this right here the other day. I said, "Oh, what's that?" They got something else, and it said sleep supplement, melatonin, and I said, "Oh, I'm gonna try that." And it's like 239, but I only need one. I take one of these, just pop it in my mouth before I go to bed, and like in a half hour, I am out like a light. So I've done it 3 times. This box, there's enough in here basically for one a night, so a whole week for a couple bucks. So I'm just letting you know. I really like that idea. It's ingenious. Who didn't think of putting melatonin in chocolate? So, um, and yeah, I have that, and I have their their other ones too, which work pretty good. Coffee, chocolate. If it feels like drinking a whole coffee. I don't know if you know that, but if you just take one chocolate covered coffee bean, pop it in your mouth, chew it up, and eat it, it's like drinking a whole cup of coffee. If you got to get energy quick, and they're good, they're tasty. It's a good breakfast. Chuck a few of them in your mouth, you'll be good to go. Aldi is awesome, Steve. I almost can't afford, and people want to complain. So Alltown's awesome too. It was a shitty ass convenience store. Now it's kind of I have to say, almost like a yuppie place, but they have lower end stuff too. My point being is people want to complain about the prices, but in the long run, your health is you're saving money by buying the organic and non-GMO stuff now, I'm telling you. So, people are kind of screwed on health insurance now. It's expensive. So you got to take care of yourself instead of having health insurance. You can't get sick. So just instead of spending money on health insurance, uh spend your money wisely and go to places like Aldi. Aldi is like, there's a place in here in town called, or just outside of town, in Lenox. You've probably heard of Lenox, Massachusetts. And I'm looking all over at the chat and everything, trying to see who's all in here. But it's called Guido's, and Guido's is really quality, good food, right? A lot of it's locally grown, co-op food, but the prices are insane. I can't afford to shop there. Maybe a doctor or a lawyer could, but my point being is, Aldi allows me to get Guido's quality food at like price right prices. And Price Right is the other place I used to shop, but that's all just, you know, it's all the same brands you get everywhere else, and they're killing people. So I'm just enjoying myself. I'm making t-shirts. I'm really having a good time. I got some of them pulled up. Uh, if you're patriotic, I do like patriotic themed t-shirts because it's kind of the, and I don't and and I mean patriotic, like, the stuff that's good about, oops, our country, like the Second Amendment, our and now legalization of marijuana, so people aren't getting thrown in prison just for smoking a little bit of weed, or growing a little bit of weed, selling a little bit of weed. Sure, it's your right to do shit like that. Uh, I got this one here, 1776. I mean, that's super Americana right there. Americana is the name brand, and I'm a patriotic person, so you're supporting a patriotic guy who's pro father. I'm pro males. I'm pro MGTOW. I'm pro helping other channels out. Like, if I make a bunch of money, I'll put MGTOW men to work. You know what I mean? I'm telling you right now. So, uh, you support me. You're supporting other people. You're not just supporting me. You're supporting other people, because I like to help people. I like to reach out to people. I like to reach out to men too, because nobody helps men. But all I can ever do really is give men advice, because I can't, you know, you know, can't it's like, I don't mean like just giving them money for free. I mean, I'd like to help good guys that are sick of working for managers that are either like around here. If you are like a very masculine guy around here in Massachusetts, even the most rednecky, it's weird, like it's weird, it's like they're like liberal rednecks in this area. They're jocks, and they act all macho, and they say they're conservatives, but like at the end of the day, it's weird. It's this weird mixture of fake masculinity and like feminism all rolled in. It's so weird, and you can't work around these guys. Like, they're all drug addicts. And I mean, you try it. Like, I know guys, they cannot find a job where everybody working there isn't a drug addict, a fucking whore, a fucking ex-felon, a fucking, I'm just saying, I want to create, I want to help guys that are like, trying to better themselves, like MGTOW guys, you know what I mean? By being able to be like, hey, I'm making a fucking shit ton of money selling t-shirts. So, fucking, I need somebody to fucking, sit here on this computer and fucking cut and paste them onto this size fucking layout, and fucking, submit it to fucking, Amazon for me for 8 hours a day or something because I got fucking, 5 MGTOW artist guys that are pumping out sick ass fucking t-shirt ideas every, all day long, and I got an account with millions of fucking dollars in it. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, dude. Whatever. I don't care either way. I'm just having fun. I'll buy these. These are at cost. These are $15 for me. This one's wicked cool. I can't wait to sport this one right here. And then there's this one. Oh, and then what else do I got? My sister did a dragonfly one. It's a painting I have hanging on my wall, and I liked it so much I made a T-shirt out of it for anybody that might like dragonflies, because that's, I'm trying to appeal to a fairly broad spectrum here. So yeah, and I guess I can throw some links in there later. I've been selling. I have sold some T-shirts already. It's really helping me. I'm trying to make myself useful and not sit around and do nothing. I do have a good job. Don't get me wrong, but it's not, it's not like I'm living the American dream or anything. Drinking filtered water. It's 11. I have to be in bed pretty soon, so I can't stay up much later. But what you want to do to get a girlfriend is you want to be a complete fucking loser. You want to, no, no, here we go. No, here we go. Actually, what you want to do to get a girlfriend is you want to be confident. You want to be super confident all the time. You never want to complain to her. You don't want to show, you don't want to, show her that you care too much. You have to basically, uh, never pass any shit test. Or I'm sorry, pass every shit test. I'm sorry, you have to never pass every shit test. You have to just basically get on your knees and you have to worship them. You have to let them do whatever they want. Don't if you want to keep your girlfriend, you basically want to you want to never complain to them about anything. You want to basically no, you don't want to keep your girlfriend. You want to tell your girlfriend, hey, get the fuck out. Unless she, if you have if you really have an actual NAWAL, what's that even like to have a NAWAL nowadays? Because, I don't know, man. It's like, is like, does any guy, does anybody know any guys that have a girl that contributes exactly half and woman's up and you know, uh, basically bends over backwards to keep her man happy as well as provide, bringing, as well as 50-50, financially helping out with the family, helping out with the kids, helping out with the property, flippity blah, on and on and on. That also bends over backwards to make sure that her husband is happy, happy husband, happy life type thing. Does anybody even know? Does anybody even know a guy who's got that? I don't think. I've never. I don't think I've ever met one guy that's had a woman. It's just it's insanity. This world, this country is just so sold out, so just up the river. Yeah, you want to. What you want to do is you want to work out a lot. You want to take good care of yourself. You want to work your face out. Here's some facial exercises to help you keep your girlfriend. Do this go like this in the mirror. Because you're gonna need that face when you come home and your wife you catch her cheating on you, and then she tells you to your face she's gonna leave you and take everything from you. You're gonna be like, that's the face you're gonna need that face. No, I'm just joking, man. I mean, my dog is getting a drink. What's up, buddy? Oh, there's another thing. My dog. Oh, you're such a good boy. Yeah. He took off on me the other day too. Huh? I'm gonna tell everyone how he took off on me. I'm telling everybody. Oh, there he goes. See, he knows. He ran away. My dog ran away on me, man. I He's never done it before. He's never. I let him. I every now and then I look and there's nobody around, and I'm positive there's nobody around. I'll be like, all right, you can get off the leash. You know what I mean? And so I let him off the leash, and he started working his way up into the woods. And I was like, no, no, don't go up there. We're not going up there. And usually he'll, I might have to yell, holler a little bit, but he'll turn around, come back. No, you ran away. Yeah, you ran away. Tell everyone how you ran away. So, no, we're not going outside right now. No, we already went outside. So anyway, and you already had a snack. I'll give you something. No, I don't. Yeah, there you go. Lay down. There you go. Good boy. So he doesn't listen to me, and he just starts strutting right up into the woods, and I'm like, well, I'm gonna let him get, I'm gonna let him go for not very long, because I was like, I'll let him go for about 15, 20 seconds, and then I'll sneak up in there because I gotta punish him. I gotta grab a stick. I was like, I don't know what he's doing now. Bronson, go lay down. Go lay down. Or something. Hang on, let me put these on. It's like looking at the cord like he wants to attack it or something. So anyway, my point is I wait about, I start walking slowly looking for a stick, and I pick up a not a huge stick, just a little, just something to, just enough so he'll feel it, because I don't want him running away. And so basically I, give him a little bit of a head start, and then I run. I run up into this path into the woods and around the corner, and I look, and he's gone. And I can see for a ways. That's the only reason I gave him a little bit of a head start. So he must have turned around, went around the corner, and I don't know if he saw something or smelled something, and he must have booked, man, because I ran up and around the corner, nothing. And I was like, now I'm starting to panic. So I started, I didn't know there's two possible ways, either up over that I can't see, up over this. I know he didn't go backtrack, so, towards the car. So he either went up over this knoll, or he went down along the ridge that overlooks the lake parking lot. You know what I mean? And, down and around the corner where I can't see. And so I start running kind of both ways diagonally, and I run up over the knoll that way, and I look, and just nothing. He's gone, just completely gone. He's never done that before. And I'm like, oh man, I almost started crying, dude. Like, dudes, I almost started crying. And he didn't come back for, oh man, I was like you can drive around the lake, So I'm tearing ass around in my car, fucking my car up, Bronson. I think I got a leak in my exhaust now from gunning my car. And I went all the way around the fucking, halfway around fucking town, come out, get to the other side of the lake, where I stopped, like there's a halfway point, stopped there, ran in the woods, nothing. Kind of like up further from where I was, but I didn't want to run that far. Well, it didn't matter. I didn't see or hear anything. I was whistling. He wasn't coming. But I stopped there. Then I went all the way around, came down to like the other parking lot on the other side of the lake where, everything, nothing. So I go all the way back, stop on the way again at the halfway point, go all the way back around Bronson, nothing. Go back around. Or no, this time I got in the car. I didn't go all the way back around. I got in the car. I went back to the other parking lot. That was near where I lost them, but not where my car was parked before. There's like there's two parking lots, and then I was parked at another entryway, which made me had to go out further around. So anyway, my point being is some guy must have heard me panicking and yelling and blowing my whistle. He pulls up behind me. He's like, he pulls up next to me. He's like, "Hey man, you looking for a dog?" And I said, "Yeah." And he goes, this yeah, this guy is chasing him over there, and he kind of went after the guy's dog and went after the guy. And now like he's like, "That dog right there," and I look, and there's a dog in the car and it's barking. I'm like, "Oh man." So he's fucking basically, or he's terrorizing the neighborhood. And already he's gone for like, I don't know, 10 minutes, and he's terrorizing the neighborhoods. If I would have waited, I would have saw the whole incident. If I would have just been patient and waited where I was. So anyway, I I I'm like, where? Oh, and he's like, over there. I'm like, and he's like, way over that way. So I booked down to where I was parked, and there's a guy down near my truck. I see him way down there, and he's running around. And I didn't know his name, but I figure if I start yelling and blowing my whistle, he'll know I'm the guy that lost the dog, and he'll come to me, which is what happened. So he's like, "Hey man, your dog attacked me, and your dog attacked my dog, man." And I'm like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Yeah, and he almost bit me, and I want some information. I want some information right now." He's like a Latino dude. I'm like, "Oh man." I'm like, "Me and Bronson, you're gonna get me in a fight, man. You're gonna get me in a fight, Bronson, over a fucking hot dog." You fucking, I'm telling you, these dogs. So, so I'm like, I didn't want to act insensitive to the guy, but I knew it couldn't have been all that fucking bad. You know what I mean? So I was all like, "Yeah, okay. What do you? My name's Stuart Hunkler. I live over there. I'm the only Stuart Hunkler in the fucking country, man. It's not like you can't find me over there. Where? Over near Johnny's." And then he's like, "Oh, your sister's such and such." I said, "Yeah." And I was like, "That's my sister." And he's like, "Oh, okay, never mind then." So there you go. The vagina altar saveth me that time. My sister, because she has a vagina now, it's okay. My dog assaulted him and his dog. You see how these blue pill dudes work. So anyway, but he's also was getting ready to start some real shit. But then he's like, then he did help me try to find my dog, and we couldn't find it. And he helped. We rode all. He went over, way over. We went through. We went through the trailer park where my friends, my friends' friends. Dude, I hung around with a bunch of times over the past, 4 or 5 years. His trailer burned down and his kids died just about uh, over the weekends. I'm telling you, man, everything's falling apart. And I was thinking about that while my dog was missing. I was like, "Oh my God." I was like, you know, I was like, "It's been nothing but tragedy." And I just heard my friend's kids died in a fire. And, now my dog is gonna get hit by a car. I'm gonna find him hit by a car or something. But I was just like, but whatever. He turned up. I found him. Uh, Found him scrounging around in the garbage. He wasn't loose. 10, 15 minutes. I don't know. He was loose quite a while, and he's scrounging around in the garbage, terrorizing the neighborhood. And that's the life of a dog. So that's how I've been doing basically. Just, things have been fairly interesting anyway, I'll tell you that much. Yeah, Hoka Vision. Hoka is a household name. You must respect the Hoka-ness of the universe, the ways of the Hoka, the incredible Hoka. Traversable. Yeah, Dougie wants to go. Uh, even Dougie has had no idea what he's in for. It's a nice. It looks like an innocent woman, but next thing you know, Dougie will be the subject of her torment and abuse and neglect. I've seen women neglect some animals too, by the way, and it's sad. It's really sad. I can't barely watch it. Can't watch women neglect their boyfriends and abuse their boyfriends, and I can't watch them neglect the animals anymore. Almost any woman I've ever known that is like a pet owner is like basically neglects their pets. Yeah, they don't understand dogs. They don't want to let the dog. Same with, it's kind of like they treat the men the same way, traversable. Like they don't let the dog be a dog the same way they won't let a man be a man. That's how you saved it. So did I. I rehomed them from a neglectful home, sort of. Sort of. But I mean, it was one of the it wasn't like, at least this girl was smart enough to realize that she had a big family and didn't have time for him, and she got rid of him 5 years into his life. I think he was I don't think he was I mean, he was roughed up a little bit, not by her, I don't think, but by her brother, by her younger brother. But I think he was pretty much, after he wasn't a puppy anymore, he was probably tied to a tree out back, and nobody cared about him anymore. Sad. He's like my best non-human friend, more trustworthy than almost all of my human friends. But he's my best non-human friend. You can't have much of a conversation with dogs, unfortunately. He's at peace here, though. He likes it. You're a little itchy. I think you might have picked up some fleas. You got some ticks on you too, running around in the woods without me. You do it again. Don't lie, Bronson. Big B, I call him Bronson. Yep, exactly. Yeah, after Charles Bronson. Yes, absolutely. Steve, see, Bro- Charles Bronson is one of my favorite old school actors. You know what I mean? If you're gonna go old school, I like him more than I like Charles Bronson more than fucking the Duke. I like him more than you know, God, I think I like him more than Sylvester Stallone. I mean, the Death Wish series is one of my favorite series from like back in the day, man. I used to watch it all the time on HBO. Clint Eastwood too. Clint Eastwood ties for me. Clint Eastwood and Charles Bronson tie for my favorite old school actors. Clint Eastwood was hilarious. Charles Bronson was just fucking, probably had a 12-foot dick or something. You know what I mean? Charles Bronson was the man. He'd probably beat you up with his fucking dick or something. I'm just saying. But yeah. John Wayne was all right. I don't know. Just I kind of I don't know. I don't know if I can't really talk shit about John Wayne because I don't think I've watched enough of his movies. The Dirty Dozen is a good movie. Don't get me wrong. Jack Palance was a prick. Uh I'm not much for Clark Gable or any of that nonsense. Uh I don't know. Trying to think if there's anybody I can think of that outdoes Clint Eastwood or Charles Bronson films. Clint Eastwood just had more Clint Eastwood, I mean, I guess you could say Clint Eastwood outdid Charles Bronson even, but that's not to forget. I mean, you can't forget Charles Bronson though. The Death Wish series was amazing. Cincinnati Kid. Kurt Russell's good too. He's not old school though. He's old school now. Like like Kurt Russell's old school to like a Generation Z or like a millennial. Although Kurt Russell, believe it or not, was the little boy in Old Yeller. So that does make Kurt Russell old school. I'm not shitting you. I'm telling you. I'm gonna look that up right now. Kurt Russell, Old Yeller. Kurt Russell, Old Yeller. Right? It's got to be Kurt Russell. Wasn't he the little boy in Old Yeller? Kurt Russell? Anybody? Here, I'll look it up this way. I could be wrong, but I think it was Kurt Russell. Maybe I'm wrong. Okay, let's do this right. No, it was Tommy Kirk. No, no, it was Kevin Corcoran. Oh, he looks like Kurt. I thought he looks like a young Kurt Russell to me. It was Kevin Corcoran. So I'm wrong. Okay, I'm proven wrong on that one. But still, Kurt Russell is one of the more respectable kind of male, modern male. Him and Matthew McConaughey. Matthew McConaughey. I don't know if you've seen the movie. Right now, it's or I don't know if you've seen the movie Frailty, but Frailty is one of my favorite movies. Uh, I would say it's one of my favorite suspense thrillers, like more recent ones, and it's about a dude that hunts down and kills demons. And if you haven't seen the movie Frailty, it's a really good one. It's a really good movie. Yeah, Escape from New York. Kurt Russell. What was the one Soldier that he played? Kurt Russell Soldier is one of my favorite sci-fi movies. Yep, Soldier. Soldier is one of my favorite sci-fis, hands down. I was watching Logan's Run recently on Netflix. Logan's Run is a good movie, and it's I don't know, it's weird. It's like he. What's funny is he like I don't know. At the very end, all of humanity is left to this like kind of giggly old guy, old dude that just it's like they all come up out from under ground in this like underground city where like everything was perfectly your whole life was perfectly laid out. You were genetically engineered. You were born specifically for your job. You were like I would be like Stewart number 7 or something like that. And and at a certain age they would like, what is it, 30, at 31 or something like that, you basically go to what was, I forget what it's called, where they like float you, like basically they kill you, and you float up into a giant bug zapper. It's pretty funny. uh like all these people dress in weird outfits and they start flying around and everyone's like, yeah, and they everyone and like all the people that have to die, they like die, you died in other words, you die at an appointed time, and then the new your new the new baby that's born, as like one person dies, one person's born, you know what I mean? And they're all down there because the earth is polluted and all this stuff, and basically uh you know uh, a guy finally escapes like 200 years later. And I just was laughing at the end because he just runs into this guy that's sitting around doing nothing, basically hanging out in like the Capitol, or the Lincoln, or the Capitol down in Washington D.C. And he's like, got it's cat guy. It's like humanity's left to cat guy to give them all the answers, like as they come up out of the ground and discover where they came from. It's just a funny ending. I was like, what the hell? But it is a good old movie. I mean, there's some, it's so cool to see these movies from back in the 1950s and 60s and 70s, where they didn't have all the CGI they have now, but they still turned out very respectable classics. And I mean, where somebody from this era can go back and watch these sci-fi movies and be captivated by them. It's pretty incredible. Predator. Yeah, Predator. Uh, very good movie. Still holds up. I like a lot of 80s movies. Like when I can't find if I can't find something to watch that's new and I'm really getting bored, I'll start going. I'll watch a free 80s flick on YouTube, like, it's unbelievable that some people are allowed to have, have these free movies up, but, there's movies from the 80s you can watch for absolutely free in the 70s, that are, better than some of the B movies from today, that's for sure. So anyway, I'm gonna get some sleep, and uh, the moral to that story is don't keep your girlfriend uh, if you can help it. And anyway, I just wanted to do another little video here and chat about some of the things that I mean, get off my chest some of the crazy stuff that's been going on, and also to show some of the new t-shirt designs I'm coming up with. And so besides that, I'm holding steady, and I'm just trying to survive like everybody else, and I'm trying to improve my standards, and and I just I'm just continuing to be MGTOW. So good night and God bless everybody.